Guys that may win.
Okay. So, you know, that's something that I really appreciate. I appreciate the fact that you have so many thoughts and ideas. You share them with us, and then you allow us to share our thoughts and ideas, and you use them, or you don't. It's okay, whatever you like to do. But the thought process is that we have a good communication to start off with. And you're not like one of the typical other guys that I have to deal with all the other times. They just do it after you.
Like Joe?
No, Joe wasn't those.
But either Joe.
Joe tells me he came up to me nice.
Yeah. That's my cricket partner. That's how I get it.
So, another thing I really like about Pat and some of the comments that he made is I know something really important to him, and I understand how he feels about this because I too have the same feeling, and that is I'm actually leaving next Tuesday to take my son. I have to drive my son to Indiana. He's going to college, his first year, and he's going out to play baseball. He got a scholarship, and one of the biggest dreams I wanted to play with my son. I wanted to play baseball with my son, and he's a pretty good little baseball player, so it was awesome that I got to start playing with him when he started playing in NABA tournaments when he was 13 or 14. My son.
That's cool. Illegal.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, who makes the rules?
as long as he can hang, I didn't have a problem with it. And you know, it was even more fun when we were out in Las Vegas and you were playing second base and I was playing shortstop. And the guy hits the ball out to right field, and you know, our right fielder throws it in and hits Preston as the cutoff guy. He throws a bullet to me at second base. And I'm playing short, and I go to make the tag, and I freaking drop the ball. And my son's like looks at me and he goes, "Judas Priest, Dad, was right there. What's the point?"
You need to pick that one up.
That's what you did. That's what you're going to do. But I know Pat would love to play a game with you.
No.
He would love to play a game with you.
Like Tyler's pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Because I know I can win.
He might beat you, so watch
Tyler,
out.
you
Yeah.
gotta try to make that dream come true, because that's the making of it. You know, hopefully he won't look at you and say, "What the F? What are you doing?" I mean, you're
I like Judas Priest.
I'd phrase it differently.
I like Judas Priest. Judas
But
Priest, Dad.
we want to do that because it's something that was big for me, and it was fun to play with my son. And I'm going to miss him as he takes off, so I would actually appreciate the few years that you have left with this time. So, the other thing that we looked at was Pat, all the things that Pat's done for the national office and getting all of you guys here involved in our tournaments. That's important to us. Our leagues across the nation, you know, is something that we use to try to get people to go to tournaments where we can really that's where we can make money, is our tournaments. We struggle with our leagues to make anything. Those are more of a break-even thing for us, but tournaments is where we make our money. And Pat has done a wonderful job of supporting us, and I know that you guys had a good run of a number of years where you guys either had a champion or a finalist. And that speaks volumes for Pat and the teams that he's put together and bringing you guys down there and having a good run. So the last thing that we look at, and it's really important to us because we understand and know that it will not happen if one other thing doesn't happen, and that is the support that you have from Beth. That's something that we look at. We know.
Finally, I came out. Finally, she's still here.
You should.
Right on.
You should. There's not too many that can sit in here and listen to what you have to listen to, but at the same time, you're the one that allows him to go out every weekend and do what he does, to go to Phoenix, to go to Vegas, and to deal with the emails and the scheduling and all the stuff that he does.
That's because she's in Europe.
She's encouraging. Oh no.
So, and it wouldn't be. It's not just Beth. It's actually everybody's significant other in this room. it just wouldn't happen if they didn't let you guys do that. So we appreciate those guys. So, not guys.
Some of them are
Well,
guys.
that's good.
Just eat.
Kenny.
So it gives me a great honor as the president of the NABA to induct Pat Fetty into the NABA Hall of Fame in the year of 2011. We have this plaque here that we want to present to Pat, which is pretty cool. I just want to read the inscription that on the plaque. It basically says,
You will need $55 for this flag. Sorry.
it says, Pat, one word Fetty. No,
Pat fucking
PFF. President of the Seattle NABA League from 2003 to present. Founder of the Bend, Oregon League in 1993. An NABA 8-time game MVP during the National World Series. NABA members of 3 national championship teams. And an NABA Hall of Fame. Pat took over the Seattle NABA League as league president in 2003. Through Pat's hard work, dedication, and inspiration, the Seattle NABA League and the NABA National and World Series tournaments have become a formidable force in providing the best amateur baseball in the country. Pat's commitment and support to the NABA has helped countless individuals to play baseball in Seattle, Washington, and has helped many organizations and teams around the country to participate in national and World Series tournaments. Pat's commitment has helped the NABA establish some of the largest adult baseball tournaments in the world for baseball players to continue to play the game they love. Thanks to Pat, hundreds of thousands of players across the country have had the opportunity to play and participate in the national pastime of baseball through the NABA. Fittingly, Pat was elected as a member of the NABA Hall of Fame in the year 2011. Congratulations.
That is $55 at least. So I kind of knew I'd probably have to stand up and say a few things, which is why I started drinking about 11 o'clock this morning. Thank you, Dwayne, by the way, for joining. I wasn't quite sure how to approach this. First of all, give some applause to Shane and Joe for flying out to Denver. I've been talking to working with these guys for years, and I got notified back in March that I was the guy for 2011, and I'm like, really? So the other 2 guys are dead, or the retardation epidemic, or
5 years is up.
And I think there's a theory in my head, being the conspiracy theorist I am, that they're tired of me bitching about certain things, and they're like, all right, if we put you in the fucking Hall of Fame, will you shut up? And I think that's kind of where we're at right now. Anyway, so I for the last couple of days, I've been kind of thinking about, well, how should I approach this? And to be honest, as kind of Shane alluded to, there were well over 100 people on the list when I thought of, okay, who do I want to be here? Well, for sheer dinner cost, I had to whittle that list down. And I did. There's a couple of people that said they were going to be here and not here, and a little disappointed at that, but shit is what it is. But these are the people. If I had known that I was going to go into the NABA Hall of Fame or whatever it is, these are the people I want in this room, right? I can look everybody in the eye and say, this is the guy I want to be here. I'm so glad you're here. So thank you very much for taking a Friday night and eating my money and drinking and all that shit. Yeah. But in all honesty, I mean, like I said, I could have had 100 people in the room, but these are the people that I wanted to share this with. To me, it's kind of bittersweet, right? When I was a kid growing up, I'm like, I'm playing baseball. I want to be in the Hall of Fame. Well, not this one. No offense. I thought we were doing this in Cooperstown. Bert was pointing out all the blondes and the strippers and whatever. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I've never talked to a woman ever.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I got a fucking phone number.
You're sleeping at his house tonight. So.
There's a blonde there.
That's the blonde.
You're set. Roll over to you. Here it goes.
Here comes the
It's going to impact in his lifetime.
So, yeah, I didn't know this was going to be divorce night either. So, as I'm sitting there, I'm kind of thinking about this whole thing. I mean, I'll be honest, I was really looking forward to tonight. Not just because I took the day off of work. I got to go golfing with some of the buddies, and thank you guys. It was awesome. I just couldn't think of a better way to spend a Friday. A sunny Friday, you know, here in Seattle, you know, go out golf. I won the front 9 and shit the bed on the back 9, so it turned out all right. And then to come here and hang out with all you guys. So I thought about, okay, well, why am I here? What am I going to talk about? And, you know, Shane mentioned some very, very kind things. As it turns out, I mean, some of you know these stories, some of you don't, but I thought about, well, I bet you there's a lot of people that have no clue how I even got into the NABA. And so back in 1993, I got released by the Brewers in June or July, something like that. We were living in, and Beth was with me. I mean, that's how long we've been together. We've been married 17 years, but we've been together well longer than that. But
well
longer.
No,
You are a saint, aren't you?
She can do so much better, even in this room. That's not saying in certain parts of the room. There was an ad in the back of baseball. Yeah, Playgirl. When I was a Playgirl, she probably said Playboy, but I turned it into a joke because, yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, there was an ad in the back of Baseball Weekly. It said, there was an 800 number that says, we're looking for baseball players of all levels, call this number. That's all it said. And it was an 800 number, and I called it. Turned out it went to a guy named Mike McKaylee down in San Diego, California, who was the first Hall of Fame inductee, if I remember right. It was the guy who kind of founded the NABA. And I'm like, hey, my name's Pat, and I live in Bend, Oregon, and I want to play. And he's like, oh, that's awesome. Hold on just a sec. And I hear a bunch of paper shuffling in the background. He's like, Bend, Oregon, Bend. He's like, that's fantastic. He's like, how would you like to be a president? I'm like, what the fuck? I just wanted to fucking pitch and maybe get an at-bat, because I haven't had an at-bat since fucking high school, right? Which, by the way, I didn't hit in high school either, which a lot of you can say, well, that makes a lot of fucking sense now. So Mike said, how would you like to be a president? He kind of talked me off the ledge, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but if it means playing baseball here in my hometown, I'm kind of down with that. So he flew up a few months later, and we did some advertisement. Sorry, I bothered you.
Drink your pink drink.
A little rub and tug in the parking lot, or So he came up. We put together a meeting in Bend, Oregon. And there was about 50 people that showed up, and that turned out to be the Bend, Oregon League. And at the time, I like I said, I thought it was a joke. It's like, you want to be a president? I'm like, no. I can't even be the fucking president of me. What are you talking about? I'm just running a baseball league. But we put this little league together, and it was 4 teams. And it turned out, all right. In Bend, there were some baseball fields, and unlike here, it was, there were more fields than there were teams, so it was really easy to schedule games and all that. And it was great. And about midway through the season, so at the time I was the president, and even then, before I came up here, I told myself I don't want to manage a team. I just want to play. So I found a guy. I'm like, hey, you seem like a cool guy. You want to manage the team? I'll just play for you. He's like, oh, you're an excellent pitcher. And so he was cool with it. But it was the first time as an adult I got to hit. First time, and I was jacked. Okay, so we're at Bend High School. I will never forget this. We're at Bend High School. You know, nothing kind of field. See an emergency room. We're not in Oakland. He's got Let's tell that story. I was kind of hoping you would look good. So a few weeks later, we're playing at Bend High School. It turns out I was pitching that game. But, you know, I told the manager, I'm like, I've never hit. So just, you know, DH for me. And so it turns out somebody got hurt and I had to hit. And so I was both scared shitless and jacked at the same time. Much like you guys show up every fucking Sunday and you're scared shitless and jacked at the same time. So I came in, skinny little fucking dude on the mound. Must have been 181 years old. I mean, I just looked at him. Yeah, I mean, I was cocky. I know it's a surprise, but I was cocky as fuck at that point.
I know.
So I'm standing in there, you know, fastball outside corner. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm getting a feel for it. It's the first time I swung a bat since I was 9 years old. Right, next one, it seemed like 128 miles an hour. Another one, fuck, all right. And he throws me a bender. Okay, he throws me a bender, and I fell backwards, buckled, fell on my ass. And it's strike 3. Not only did I buckle, I fucking fell over on my ass. So that dude is pissing himself laughing. Rightly he should be. As is everybody else in the league. Like, this faggot is the president? And everything's going well. Like I said, a little 4-team league. It was going well. No big deals. And, you know, Central Oregon, the weather's okay and all that. So a couple weeks later, we're at like the quote-unquote premier field in Bend. I don't even remember the name of it. It wasn't with the minor league stadium, but it was, you know, another really nice field. And same deal. I'm throwing like Dwayne knows, right? If I'm throwing, I'd rather not hit. You know, somebody for me. Okay, well, we need you to hit now. So I come to the 7th inning. You know, who's out there? Another, you know, nobody other than fucking 180-year-old, Uncle Sam out there trying to flip this bender to me, right? So I'm like, all right, I see this. I got this. You know what? I buckled like a motherfucker. He's going to throw me that shit again, right? That's what every hitter does, right? So I stand up there and he throws me one, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Strike 1. I'm like, all right, you know what? Even if it's bad. So I'm like, I'm staying in. And if he throws me that thing again, I'm swinging out of my ass. So he throws it, and boom! Fucking jacked it. Left center field, back window of a pickup truck.
Oh, wait.
So I'm jogging the bases. And I get right around second, I'm right about the shortstop, and the guy on the mound goes, "That's my fucking truck!"
I have a feeling
I get around. We end up winning the game. Game ends. We're shaking hands at the end. I come around. I'm like, "Hey, dude, can I get that ball from you?" He's like, "You can shove that." So that was my first home run as an adult, which I didn't get.
Last.
And the second goes, I learned the paperwork process for filling out a damage report with the national NABA. My first year as the president, which is a pain in the ass. I'm telling you right now. So by the way, don't break any fucking windows whenever you do. So yeah, I'll never forget that. I still want that ball. Fucking asshole. So anyway, we came up here. Beth and I moved up here. Decided I wanted to get the software business. Kind of software country, and I decided. You all right? I'm good. I decided this is where we're gonna live. And I came up here, and somebody mentioned Stoliker. Who mentioned Stoliker?
Old Bob.
Old Bob is indeed. He was 91,000 years old, I believe, at the time. And I came up here, and which is the funny thing about being an NABA president, and I learned before I took over the league, is that you cannot, or as a best practice, write this down, Joe, is you shouldn't be a national officer or an officer and manage a team at the same time. This was horribly here in Seattle. So when I came up here and I got a cover, here's a link to my number. Well, there was no internet at the time. Here are my numbers. I was a fucking free internet.
Here's my beeper number.
Yeah, I was a free Flintstones. So here are my numbers. I just want to get on a team. He's like, okay, you're on my team, right? So automatically, without having to talk to anybody, I was on his team. And where's Dave? Did Dave leave?
Yeah.
Dave Steele. It's unfortunate. Dave Steele earlier is also one of the guys that I remember way back from 1994 being in this. I believe you guys, Chris and Mike, were also around that era. So I mean, there are a lot of guys in this room that have been in this 17 years. But at the time, if you can go back and remember what this league was at that point, calling it a clusterfuck is an insult to all the other in the country, because this was bad. This was really, really bad. And I'm telling you, Shane, you gotta write this down. I'm telling you right now. I know it's never happened in any other league in the country. Is that I remember we used to play at Des Moines High School. Everybody know where Des Moines High School is? Way the fuck down south from here. It's actually near the airport. And I remember we had a 9 o'clock game at Des Moines that had to be canceled because in center field the night before. They had the outfield police take off. And I never got to, there must have been a fucking chalk outline or something, dickhead, got killed there in center field. But I mean, I'm willing to bet there's no game in the NABA that's been canceled because of a murder in center field. Write that down. That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame.
No, it has happened.
Oh, okay, all right.
New York, we're not alone.
Chicago.
I was gonna get Chicago.
Pittsburgh.
But the field was important, and I remember it was. I mean, I wouldn't even schedule a picnic softball game on that field, let alone standing on the mound. You come set 20 feet over your head. It's so fucking loud. You have to step off and wait and all that. So the league progressed. We went through the. Cole was a great guy. Still is a great guy. Good man. Good president and all that. And I bought the league from him in 2003. And still, though, it's so funny about the NABA that as Shane was pointing out, I've kind of seen baseball from all the different angles. Right? I've been a high school player, been a college player, been a pro player, been a manager, been a president. So I've seen all the different angles. It sucks, by the way, unless you're a player. If you're a player, it's cool. All the other views of baseball suck ass. They really do. Right? Scheduling umpires, figuring out fields, hearing complaints and all that shit. And believe me, there have been a few. But the other thing I wanted to mention was, after taking over the league in 2003, the one thing that I just kind of told myself I wanted to do was that I just wanted to make it fun for everybody. I didn't care about my experience, but I wanted to make it fun for everybody else. And I'm going to tell you right now, my experience sucks, and Beth knows this because she hears me fucking screaming in the office and calling me eating a faggot. Calling triple. To be fair. But I mean, that has nothing to do with baseball. Well, he did. That just happens in the office anyway. But in reality, the thing is that when I got into the NABA, when I answered that original ad in the NABA, was because I wanted to play. And the reason why I stand here today, and these gentlemen were so kind to come out here and give me this awesome award, is just simply because I still want to play. I'm 43 years old, okay? I spent a whole lot of time backing up third base, right? I know my days are numbered. And by days, I mean days. Not like years or months, it's fucking days. But in the interim, like I said, in the last few years, I wanted to make sure everybody has a good time. And I hope that, this is a small sampling of the people that have been involved in this league, I would hope that when I walk away from this, people would say, you know what, Pat kind of made the league fun. Pat made the league competitive. Pat busted his ass to do things to make the league work. And that's really, at the end of the day, all I wanted. So as I look around the room here, first of all, I mean, Chris, Fred, the umpires, excuse me, there is no Seattle NABA without guys like this. It just flat out doesn't. We decided a few years ago to basically, you know, just I came to Fred and said, Fred, you're my guy. We're going to do this. We're going to do this exclusively. I'm so happy they made it here tonight because they're all blind. So I have no idea. I live close. So Mike and his dog made their way here. Sorry, I just needed to take a break and I had to get that laugh in there. But I mean, you know, we're a small league. We're kind of call it a family-run league. And we've been around since 93 or 92 or whatever the year was. And the fact that we're still here today is a testament to these guys and their effort. And guys like Earl Watts, who's no longer with us. And Earl was the guy. Earl, I have so many great memories of Earl, and I won't bore you with the stories. We can talk about that later. But like I said, I mean, and especially Fred, right? I'm telling you, I guarantee you, I'm the only fucking president who's been thrown out of an All-Star game. I guarantee it. And because that fucker was wrong! Wrong! Yeah. Well, of course, I'm right. I'm the president, and I'm the guy with the $55 flag. Yeah, I come over here, and yeah, it's just so awesome. You know, Mike and Chris and Jim, Brad, I mean, the guys that I'm still playing with, I'm telling you, 10 years ago, if you'd have asked me, hey, you still going to be throwing? I'm like, I'll be throwing up in fucking jail or something, but there's no way. And I mean, the reason why I think this year I think I set a record for the number of games I showed up to. Was phenomenal, and it's just such a great time. You know, you could have the shittiest week at work, and because we're a weekend-only league, which I think is a big selling point for us, is that you come out and you hang out on Sunday with the guy. Now the fact that we went 18-0. You know, it doesn't hurt, but
we'll see you in the finals.
It hurts 3. In the fact that,
We'll see you in the finals.
yeah. Did I write that 18-0? But I was drunk.
So were we.
Well, we beat you with 8 guys. So.
Oh.
You better find some sober folks who are having a dirt.
7.5. One was old as dirt and the other was a retard.
I was going to say 7.5, 6 1/4.
Anyway, I sit here and look at the table, and obviously I see the guys that I play with, and Mike and Chris, thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. You know, we won a championship in 1999. So many great stories around that. My favorite, though, is, surprisingly enough, we were out at a bar one night. I know it's shocking. Having a few drinks, having a good time, and I think Mike had rented a car. You used to work for Enterprise, right? Or something like that? Yeah. So Mike had rented a car, and we were drunk in the bar, and we came out drunk into the parking lot, and Jim Peshek, who's not here, one of our, our drunk asshole buddies, him and Mike were in this little gay, kind of like, Zoolander guy fight. Figure out. But Jim, yeah, exactly. Jim picks up a handful of rocks out of the parking lot, throws them at Mike. Mike ducks, and it shatters the back window of his rental car. Like a fucking shotgun. And I mean, I could not get off the ground laughing. I was so fucking laughing so hard. But I mean, it's stupid little things like that. And I don't even know if that was the year we won, or maybe the year we went 0-9 or whatever the fuck it was. But I mean, it's those little stories that keep us all playing the game. It's those little stories that keep us all coming back and writing checks and playing the game. I look at the table back here, and Lowell, who's on my board of directors, and I consider a good friend and a guy I entrust with all the secrets of the league, which are we're losing money and we're fucked.
It's on blog, you know.
That's why I'm a banker on the fucking board of directors, because Key Bank's gonna bail us out, hopefully, like the government or whatever. Keith and Timmy, I mean, guys that have been in the league forever, guys that have been in the league for a long time. They come in, they bring players in, they bring a team, they have a good time. And at the end of the day, like I said, there's 100 other people I could invite to this, but at the end of the day, it's the guys that I've known for a long time, and it's the guys that I know enjoy the league. It's difficult to enjoy this league, at least for me, because I'm losing money. But anyway, to come in and say, okay, yeah, it's raining this weekend, we're gonna have to reschedule it, or you're gonna have to play a doubleheader, or you're gonna have to play a Saturday and a Sunday. And guys that don't bitch about those things, right? It's a difficult job to be in, and to be recognized for it at a national level, to me, is extremely humbling. It really is. You guys know me better than anybody else except for Beth. I just don't know that I deserve something like this. I just tried to provide baseball for guys that may not have had the chance. I had a chance. I worked my ass off, of course, but I had a chance. I played college. I played minor league ball. I got my education via baseball. And so to me, baseball is very, very special. It's very precious to me. So I'm done talking. I'm done boring you to death. I want to thank you all so very much for being here and sharing this night with me. And thank you to Joe and Shane. I'm so humbled. I didn't even know how to put it into words. But thank you very, very much. Thank you. The bar is open. Did you want to buy a round? Yeah.
Everybody got past that.
Redheads and brunettes and everything else, so I can get divorced. Awesome.
Teaching it like
we're throwing a big party on Monday. One of the mixed companies is fairly brand new into our area.
Hey, you need to tell them about the music. I teach music to little kids.
Do you really?
Yeah.
My granddad.
Check out the video.
He took up the self-taught. He's in Iraq.
Oh, good.
Wrapping up for tomorrow.
Yeah, never seen him. He wasn't an athlete. But he won. My three boys were raised up. They going to do what they wanted. All three started in baseball. And I said, what do you want to do? He's now a studio musician in one
You have to. You almost got the fucking fist fight.
gentle, family-oriented type.
Like I said, I appreciate it.
I had 2 flags. That's what I said to your damn right. Travel out. My wife's that way right now. She'll probably throw me out the door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Loves it.
Right now, take it tight. It's you
simple fact.
When you start seeing things, you don't remember anything.
everything that goes on.
It's time somebody else sees this.
I'll keep on. You look great. I would not.
I mean, all more and more.
Really? I know my
Take the umpire.
And you take my laptop.
You didn't even know I got it.
Yeah, I had to buy a new one. I thought someone had stole it.
From your house.
Yeah.
You need to see what you're doing.
Was it this game had a big old crack in the middle? Why did I steal this from Kyle? Oh, I borrowed that one.
That is how we work. This is what the want to do. And I need to I'm going to run a hackathon in my tax with my 14-year-old
I hadn't had that, so well, yeah, you don't get she was going for the horse, and she would come back.
I did that last
You know what I mean?
And I had no fault. With 2 8s.
Yeah, no, you know.
Wait. He's. We lost 2 games. We're 7-0. He is
You hear about it.
I play softball.
Somebody got to kill us all.
Have all yelled at us. But we can go
The game is worth this.
One of the things that all the years that I've been there, they never had an argument. Now,
He's all right.
I never looked at it as an argument. And like I told them there at that night, there was only 12 people. I said, I'll show you how it goes. I won 99.3%. But I got more booze than anybody said when I did that. So it's fucking it's like
You guys are found.
I really can't express as
I can't imagine it's been this many years. It blows my mind.
I know, because I know
Oh, fuckface.
You fucking stole Black Ops from him? Faggot? I told you. Unemployed fucking ghetto motherfucker.
You
broke it. Dude, I opened my case and it's I have 2 chances in my mouth.
Now, if you're wondering,
That's when he played ball when they had the strike, and so he went and played for the Mariners that year, and he was a scab player. So that's how he got his nickname, Scab.
That's awesome.
Tell about that other time.
Tell me about the other time.
I can't because you're sitting right here.
I already heard about the I'm not.
You've heard enough. Seriously though, cheers, Pat. Congratulations. It's a great deal. Glad you got it. Good job.
Thanks, Scabbard.
You can't tell how you got it, Scabbard, but I already said it, so you gotta make
Hey,
it
Scabbard, remember that year that I got the black eye? And I was hitting the ball way out to the park and kept going foul, and you said, hey, you fucking homo. Hit the ball between the poles, you jackass at second base. I told the guy in the dugout I was going to dot you in the eye. And Murphy's Law got it back. Bad eye now.
By the way, don't ever bring your fucking asshole buddies back from California. I still got bruises from catching that game.
Love you, Scab, you know that? Peace. No, I don't like that either. Like war.
Come on, Scab.
all right, there was this time when we were in the dugout. Pat Fetty said, what the fuck is that guy doing on the mound? And I said, I'm sitting in the, I've already pitched. I'm sitting there and I go, I don't know what he's doing, but if you need me to go back in, I will. And he said, fuck you, Hostetler. I'll go in before he goes in, before you go in. Like, hey, you're like 41. And I don't really even think you wanted to be at this game. I've already pitched. I'm good. I'm ready to go back in. But if you want to go, you can. And he said, oh, fuck it. Go warm up. I'm out.
You just say something.
Most embarrassing story you got about the Scabs.
Oh, just say something.
With Pat?
I love you,
Pat, thank you for letting my league fee be free, for letting me have some input on the league schedule, for screwing me every year on my team. You never give me the fields I asked for, even though I give you all my time and dedication. Thanks a lot.
I like when your wife grabs my ass.
Go! How about the herring in your ass, Bishop? Go ahead.
No. Scabber,
double knuckle deep.
you deserve the award. They're kind of an asshole. You're still my DP.
Watch your mouth. That's inappropriate.
My DP. Good times, golfing, playing ball. What else? Too many stories to tell.
Making love.
Making love to your wife. I mean,
Oh, to yourself.
oh, to yourself and the squirrels.
It's rolling. It's rolling.
Dwayne's gonna give you one later.
That's his other wife. Mike Landstad. Here we go. I want to touch your ass. Here we go. That's not going to get you straight. There we go. He's got 2 glass eyes.
4 years ago, I had Pat came up to the plate. I was behind the plate umpiring, and I told Pat, I said, you know, Pat, it doesn't feel like baseball yet. No one's yelled at. Next pitch is the ball. He turns around and looks at me and starts swearing a blue streak at me. Looks at me and says, feel better? I said, yeah, it's baseball. Congratulations, Pat.
I'm like, we're sitting there having
This has to be good.
Because I'm completely sober and Pat Fetty's wife is touching my ass. It must be Friday. Now it's on video.
Fantastic. I can't remember when I met Pat Fetty. Oh no, I remember what I want to say. I just don't remember why I met Pat because...
Or why.
Or why. You know, some guy got me on the baseball team. He's like, hey, you want to play? Sure. First game. Well, you're the starting pitcher. Oh, great. That'll work out well. It's against the fucking Rainiers. Absolutely fantastic. Great way to start my NABA career. As like a 26-year-old deadbeat, ex-high school pitcher. I believe that may have been the game that somebody hit one over the greenhouse in left field. Could have been.
Because of Pat's wonderful coaching skills.
Yeah. It wasn't Pat, I can tell you that. I, of course, was sober as a duck after staying up till, what, 4 in the morning? Drinking beer, coming to a ballpark with a bunch of guys I didn't know.
Talk to anyone.
Pat's been he's been a hell of a friend. He's taken me to Arizona, mostly against my will. Last year he said, hey, you're pitching tonight. My arm hurts. I don't care. You're pitching tonight. Fan-fucking-tastic. I love Pat, you know.
It's too bad.
He doesn't give me, actually he gives me a lot of shit. More so to this guy. But the one thing I will say about Pat Fetty, my testicles have been on Pat Fetty's forehead, and they're pictures. Ask Dwayne.
Dwayne!
Wait, Dwayne!
He's like,
Get on camera! Someone pull.
We need to talk about your testicles, apparently.
oh, the testicle shot.
So,
Hitting that ball in left field.
Dwayne,
Put it on the
who you
Oh
made
yeah,
now.
bring this up here.
closer.
Testicles.
Okay, I have baby
Right, closer.
testicles.
Closer.
Just to tell you.
Camera work
Closer. Closer.
Be legit camera.
Closer.
Oh my.
Right. Oh my God.
Hold on, there's more from Uncle Pat.
The funny
Is that
part is,
this guy's testicles?
oh, those are my testicles.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus. It's almost, it looks like a penis, but smaller.
Oh, is that an innie?
Is that a fly? Is that an
Do you have an innie? I have a small penis. I'm a little white guy.
It looks like a penis. All grow, no show. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
You can't see it. You can't
I have a lot of erectile tissue.
It's blocked off.
You Fetty.
Who is this guy? I saw like on the internet somewhere.
Okay.
It's on that now.
Pat Fetty's liver is so black and dead, it be saying, "What you talking about, Willis?" Pat pours a pint of Stoli like this, and then poured a little bit of 7-Up in there. That's his fucking drink. For
That's
the
called
night.
Wednesday night.
That's Wednesday night in Arizona. I don't know if he does it at home. I'm sure he does. But
Sober as a lark.
other than that, yeah, that's about all I got. That's good stuff, right?
That is wonderful.
All
All right. Best scabber story.
I don't have any scabber stories. Appreciate Pat for this.
That was my friend all week.
Ever since I first started, it's a pleasure catching him.
We had a damn black widow outside.
Oh, I appreciate what you do, Pat. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.